My never I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. I see them yopo.
You are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally leave a comment at the comment section after watching or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777. Thank you. I want you to join me today listening to what Atabode has for us today, and it's all about the behavior of the former Vice President Bawumia and Afenyo Markin, and also react to the false allegation raised by Ntim Fourdjor on drug tracking airline landing in Ghana. He said a lot about them, and I want you to join me listening to what he said about it. I agree with him as a former vice president who will be contesting again. Have to be serious and stop the jokes. I agree with him on that. I don't know your thoughts per se. The comment section is available for you. Just drop your view, your suggestion, and we attend to you in a due time. Thank you once again. Thank you for choosing PENDREAM TV. Without much ado, join me listening to what he said into detail.
Illegal miners no eyo modwuma no ebeyin say ye de kikikiki pa anya de aye kɔ na agroso anya sa mu diga na funya mu diewu nti sesia no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne ni swade hu no say galamsey no or say brenna say illegal miners no kwanya mu polluti yensu ahoro ne enema mu say kwaye mekoso ne ha adwene nti sesia no ye kɔ no gidigidi pa emu nsɛm ni bi na Honorable Emmanuel Amakofibua odi atudwa no enti megidi se mperifu betu ana mom na bibia etumi akonkan because meko no ha adwene yi Yesu kra ye nom no omaka kire se ya nhwe ne yi aya 2030 aya dia my Ghana nhwe kra e be important issue aba man mu te ya dia ha adwene yi we bibia o se yetu hu ana mom pa na yehwe bibia edri de make say nkomo ha ye ba ebedi na ye wo Honorable Timothy Atabuade awuntrim o ha o former member of parliament de Mabrosa North enti ono menene ebedi nkomo saso na Honorable Ernest Adoma Kokion ono so be cancer member of parliament de Okanko South no so ye beto so mama Honorable akwaba na de fugu no ba to bibia boko de
Joseph bibia boko
nyamias bibia ofie
bibia free bia ya boko ye da nyamias aja ya wonkwa
you go so twa nyamia
no apomidinti no these are the two most important ingredients for human being. It is so sad they can there we can always go over it e twende nyame be ye
nyamia ye
say power SYZ for Muslim de me ko Burkina for ambassador to me twem
when you just open Burkina
oh Burkina is good why should I go to the US
wo kokra na ma besra ho
uba na mo apachi atrare at least we can get some investment back in terms of agriculture
no Ghana the Burkina neighbor
yeah in fact especially uba upper east now I had to say that there are a lot of the upper east people they're doing businesses Mosifu and there's intermarriages so we are like same people
Burkina Faso for the
my cousin Pobi Hon so we are neighbors, we are good neighbors.
Church say one kasa onim hodada
that is interesting no men ko hoda
Burkina
yes but I should have been there because it's close to Sanema when you do not wrong with no cross you are no draw I should have been there anyway. I feel guilty sometimes there when Timan ko hokra
Enti
yes
na won ko hode na ofese
oh no I am looking at you see so if you don't know how diplomacy works and if you don't know the role of the diplomat particularly the ambassador sometimes Because me pay America, me pay here.
Oh yeah.
So you understand, big names.
Matthias.
But I know what is in the smaller one, more than the big one. And then with that, I know what I can do. You should have an impact, both or outside. You should not put your eye away because you still have a political party in power you have to maintain. How do you jostle between maybe a Uyejuma as an ambassador and your political party? Because you need to be in power to ensure that your policies are done. But I think that is an area that is worth exploiting. And I mean, for and I mean, another week has come and want to thank God for that. And I mean, whose statement, Bawumia say, I call you the mighty minority of 88 Infantry Battalion. Hey,
Bawumia na different minority for.
Nti Bawumia no agro no nja ho. Na nim breye.
Top so your position.
No, but you don't continue with the jokes. You're a senior member, or share members of parliament. Kanyansa Chiromo, you are going to urge them that they are called the 88 Infantry Brigade. A former vice president, a running mate, our reporter. He should be carrying himself to be seen as a serious fellow. Jokes don't die. People should talk to them. The people of this country are not here for jokers. In fact, the people who do concert party, you say recruiter, if Bawumia can lead them, fine. But to be honest with you, no. We're in a serious country. The minority leader and his people are doing things that are not proper. There must be serious people in this country. And that this country has been destroyed. Country completely. In terms of the environment, we don't have an economy because economy is good. Electricity, corruption,
and now what is Bawumia minority for economy na say
there be not the economy. We don't need we don't need anyone to tell you here will be so can't the story of Ghana to us. Do you understand? We do not need anyone to give us a lecture on the state of the economy. No. But I believe that this country, fight corruption. Is that not it?
But who can say now? Which is a sans semen and Jones also address it to.
I am saying that I am I am saying that he must begin to be serious for once. That when you meet your opposition, you should your members of parliament, or I saw more to shape policies to bring the country back. Because he's seeking to contest again. He will not want to come and leave a country corruption infested, unemployment level, electricity, water problems all over. He's an elder fellow over 60 years. He should be talking sense, not jokes. Jokes not also. Because you see, the state of the MPP now requires what we call sobriety, humility, and retrospective analysis or examination of Nema Akoronga Omulusia. And ya dear Afenyo Begina Hua, and the Epenormo Shate, no Biaka said they say plane loaded with cocaine. This member of parliament must be very careful. A plane loaded with cocaine. Do you think that those who are into cocaine, they are very intelligent people? Very intelligent people. Don't load the cocaine be good plane. No maswa. Then the dial will catch them. Now the bagana. No I just cocaine. A member of parliament should be leading talks that would improve the image of the country and not to destroy because you are not in power. What gain? Then gain honorable Ntim Fourdjor Kaseno the buy. Has Ghana gained one? Today, the US has imposed tax on each country, 185 countries across the world. And the base limit, 10%. This is what they should be talking about. Then we have exporters who are exporting their goods, creating employment, bringing in hard-earned poverty currency. Then a member of parliament could be on or say, Cook, what do you talk? What do you tell the people of this country?
Any money laundering?
How? How do even in Colombia that is not happening? Even in the days of Escobar, it wasn't happening. That's not. And yet, you see, it is not how Escobar conveyed his cocaine, and then in this world, which country would do that? In any case, cocaine. What is the value? Said a country will risk its international reputation and bring in a cocaine that is not up to $1 billion dollars. Do you know how much we need to? Then a member of parliament, not first time, not second time, even a deputy minister of BNN, they think that it is going to harm them. Because war betides the MP and the MPP after investigate, and he must cooperate. Because, and I like the way the president say, "What are you talking? So what's the one who they play now? What the CID want to come evidence and talk? Go to the CID, go to the FBI. They will invite you to assist in the investigation."
Let's say honorable Agaga Kraka Sanchez committee or one.
Yes, he's the chairman of the interior. Brilliant guy.
Agaga so come free. I'm sure we could join your press.
Yes, no, but who does that? This is a national security matter.
But John Dramani
John Dramani was saying, "You talk all million things." I will say one sem. One who said the penko can buy. And yes, sir, bra. CID be interview. Go and come and give your evidence. And FBI, what do you call it? BNI. They say the friend NIB. Go and give your honey they think that they can just get up and be spewing because Maui Poto Munyashi. They should look at the global info analytics. Global info analysis should no. I say my friend look, the guy gave me revelation. Musa Dankwa, he's my good friend. I say, can you imagine, for the first time, politicians are seen not to be corrupt under John Dramani Mahamat's government. For the first time, ministers, appointees are the first, the lowest to be seen to be corrupt. And, you know, Edoji, let me say that I had to call Edoji in the morning because of this. And I was calling him to say that is a trophy. They should hold it. Why am I calling? I'm calling because I know him. And I know what he can do. And I think every appointee of government should emulate Edoji's style. Even if it is, your friend is saying, sole sourcing power, let the PPA do it for you. Don't touch it. Because we have a lot of years to go. If we continue with this, the sky will be the limit for the NDC. And the MPP will naturally be banned. You see, so Global Inform Analytics, he has done so well. He has come, and the confidence out there is big. If look, it's too big to the extent that it's like an Olympic trophy and an NDC hold. So we shouldn't let it fall. All our ministers, and I think there are only small challenges about some of our appointees is that they should give attention to people who come. They should try to support in terms of sometimes so quiet. It's true. And I mean, person be call because of looking at my level and my age and what not to know. I know what has happened to some of them, but that is me. Normally, I always understand, but Obi need that capacity to do that.
What's His Excellency John Dramani Mahama?
Look, I told and that's and then I be pain and then hear me yano. John wants to see I talk about
MPP for no.
When I say, oh, you call your full name, you'll be very surprised. Me call first I have me call be until me call the long and short of I don't know what I won't tell, but I stood there for some time. President John Dramani me bano. Oh, me no say I won't tell him no so me say. Among the people, all of them. And I walk with him from the inside the Flaster to his car on the red carpet. If a president can do that, if a president can, I'm friend with Timothy, a friend I went to, no, so many some will say. Then he held me, even up to the car, we're talking. And the security said, Your Excellency, road now are blocked. No, someone by just say block the road. He said, oh, Tim, I have to go. I said, you go. I guess I'm showing this because the man himself, look at the Chairman, a vice president, humility par excellence, all of them, and I think that is what will carry us along, not the work we have done. So I beg all our appointees, all of us, including myself, all of you, and so on. The first is to ensure, because the president is scoring very high marks at our bounty. High, the appointees are scoring, the government itself is scoring high marks. So no one should do anything to bring the name. We should hold that trophy. And the people of Ghana will continue to retain. That is the only thing. And I think that Global Info Analysis has done well. Our ratings are high and so on. We'll continue. Ratings will be about in terms of this, but it's early days. Until for me, this is just my opinion.
Intro. Yo, honorable, I'm say, why you intro nearly you nia and I say, papa yadina, Kofiama boa, on illegal mining and a cosodo, ya hardring, a yajinsem, na yenshaso.
Yo, I am say illegal mining, it's a national cancer. The country cancer.
Okay.
And a Ntim so be our cancer now. I call for what we call chemotherapy. And when you go for chemotherapy now, cancer no dose, and you have to increase the doses of the chemotherapy to be able. Say they be to cancer now.
See. Okay.
All the cancerous cells will be removed by the application of heavy doses of what? Chemotherapy. And I think that we have gotten to that stage. It's not an NDC, but we are in power. We must take the blame for it. First of all, Mark, I say, to be able to fight galamsey now, we have to mobilize the country and let the people be with us and let them understand. One, every appointee, every party member should completely distance themselves. It should not be that I'm a wako ya no say
NDC members.
NDC members. Listen to me, your name should not even be mentioned by your actions or inactions. And son wako jinebe be say enyetro. Don't even let it be. Mama simple and sana. It should not be part of it. People should see that no. Regional ministers have nothing. DC have nothing. Party chairman, party boys. The people who talk for him because they know us. Then I'm in the community. I'm from Sanama. As I'm sitting, but now I'm chatting. We cannot cross. I'm going to team we are not correct. So don't do something and to feel that I am behind King Nicholas into be a woman. I'll push King Nicholas as a DC or as a minister or as an MP or a chairman to go and do. Neba or nyame a king nana man for no say king no team in a shenechi. Are you getting the point? The point is that it should be it should be poisonous to go there. Once a poison go so none of our point to fight it effectively. Your actions and inactions should be seen to be supporting the effort of the minister and all those in the gold sector, the galamsey sector, mining sector. First of all, they've banned the entry into the forest. Mining licenses have been revoked and so on. You cannot revoke someone's license and go behind and be doing it. Well, sir. So, and I know our minister, he's my colleague. We've been in parliament before, and I know that he can do the job and he really do it. What we need to do is to ensure, sir, no one should associate the NDC because, and yet, without galamsey, we want the power. Yes, sir.
Sanity.
Yeah, we in the pound, so near Nisiko. So I'm for to my. The people voted for us. They voted, they gave us logistics. So don't say you are looking for money. Rather look for the welfare of the people, and all other things shall be given unto you. You look for the welfare of the people, look for the welfare of this country, and any other thing would be given to you. We didn't win the elections with money. So it should not be a basis that we are supporting to they win the election into you gold at the atoka. No, a lot of businesses that we are going to open up and so on take advantage of that and leave the forest and help in the fight against galamsey. A year we can't dodge and we cannot run away. The MPP think that they want to use that. Yes, and NDC people are involved in galamsey. If indeed NDC for Binumushe galamsey, they should expose them and we'll see whether the president will work at it or he will leave them to go. And I believe that the president is not going to spare anyone, be it in galamsey galamsey, be it in arrogance, be it in corruption, be it in disrespect, no, he would ensure that when the issues come to his attention, you are dealt with. And I also believe that, you see, the galamsey fight now, the soldiers are now more free, or the security people, to work. They should be all the powers of arrest and to reclaim everything.
Free role to operate.
Free role. They should. Minimize soldier for no. So be I show much. Almost with the support of the minister and the president, they will clear the forest. And people should be rest assured. Say the galamsey never stopping. We are stopping galamsey because we be drone. There's nothing to do than to stop it.
Was a hard dream from the Afrophone from Munjai Mamoy. There be
NCBM. Trust me, it will not. It will not, because baby a drone. If you look at it, Markin on another radio station, it is not galamsey as our day are so. And it's a kind of to be in the safe forest. What the pictures no go who say it is heavy duty machinery that moves the earth, excavators that move earth. And I'm with me go now. Galamsey ni ben organ hand with my excavator.
Because a minister so or more say excavator no. Says no more importable no.
Yeah.
They have to track.
Yes, they have to track, and we keep saying that because ports in the area we give them the import license to. So who violate that they can seize your license.
Excavator ban they be a bit.
Okay, who say judge be my judgment say they should return the excavators to those people they collected from. And I think public bashing has made the judge to withdraw the earlier ruling now. So that is why I am a be say human beings are powerful, and there's no amount of nuclear weapons or atomic energy that can stop people. Some person here there now. We say kakrebi a can akotwa sign, but onu na enima guase.
We ain't going when
you know better. And I wish never say okroma na ya ko school na say near no. And yemi no na motively na say near man. We share langards. One employ langas, and yeah, big
man yan form.
And yeah, the power near Koju be land near Koku Bino. Is it the poor man? No. Those of us building in waterways and Ramsey areas, poor people. Yeah, dear ko school I dream say be boano. Yempo ni adane cancer no I say man.
Yes, sit down.
Who should tell you not to do that? Why? God should come down and talk to you.
I say me fast akon no na me ra.
Yes, I also on na me. Me nanti call Ramsey side. Oh man, we on more. It's finished.
First says I'm who best white ones.
It's finished. I was so shocked. I stood there. Papa be beside me. Papa be beside me say, "Wa who say me gina chepa adana me." I don't know gina wasa. Na me go see me. Don't be some side. Say none. Human beings can't do.
I'm society who you know.
They fill the area.
Mama feel it. See big mansions.
And the poor man cannot fill that place. The poor man cannot build those mansions. And you know why I go school. Go and see some of them are lawyers, doctors, professors, academicians, engineers, money people, public servants. Why do we do that to ourselves? The fight is on until the bones are rotten. You never see die in terms of the galamsey. So we are waiting, and we will support whatever that is going. But I think that first and foremost, no for all appointees, for NDC members, for NDC executives. The party chairman should begin to call his executives to order. Just like the way His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama is calling his appointees to order. I know the president very well. He's someone on no best so we are born now, so he will do it practically. John will be laughing with you and eating with you, and he will still punish you in accordance. So we therefore say clear, sir, you feel near clear outside, we'll deal with them and want to say that it's a good fight. We are monitoring to see what will happen further.
Okay, we'll share with TVXYZ, we'll tell Power 97.9 FM. Honorable Timothy Atabuadi Awintrim, a former member of Parliament, the Brosa North, Onona Yugoswa Yenini AD and Common. My person, a former managing director, edema ECG Ura Samuel Dubik Mahama. The interview be a Grantina area Yabidisa and Common missing containers. Yankombra.
The last time the minister spoke at the beginning of this whole container gate or container saga, he said the containers are in the port. The conversation would have been different if the containers had left the port and they were in the custody of what? ECG. And ECG, and then the containers got lost from the yard of ECG. Not so. But in this regard, the containers are within the port of the Republic of Ghana and it's within the control of GPHA and Ghana Customs. My candid opinion is containers cannot get missing. They can be misplaced. If they get lost at sea, you are immediately what? Informed. Since there is no record to the fact that containers got lost at sea, container, because of the international supply chain logistics, there's a platform. When you key in a container, the way bill, who was in control of the container, all of that is there. I just think, we should dial it down a notch. Let's all assist the minister. Because we all need to get to the bottom of this, to get to the bottom of where each container sits. And I think it's just a matter of all of us, including ECG, including the two state agencies who are in control of the port, have a proper sit down, go through the paperwork, run it through the system, and definitely we'll come to the right conclusions.
So are you saying the containers are there at the ports?
What I'm saying is the containers cannot get missing. At worst, they have been misplaced, or the only other option of a container leaving the port is through an auction. So there's also a database that will show which containers have been auctioned. So the whole conversation is ECG, yeah, it's okay, fine. In every home, there are issues. But the conversation now is this: let's situate it. The containers were in the port. To the best of my knowledge, at the time I was leaving, it was well within, the only people that would give me that full facts was the Director for Materials and Transport. And I believe strongly at that point, his main concern was that we were not having enough cash flow to take the containers out of the port. Okay. 2, there was an investigation under the LNR project. So those bunch of containers, which was quite a number, were also stuck at the port because Yoko was investigating.
How many?
I can't say off the top of my head, but they are quite. Now, PDS also came in. At some point, we realized that some of the containers were being auctioned. So,
auctioned by whom?
By the GRA, by the Customs Division.
While you were there, they started to auction some of these containers.
Yes, it came to my notice, and I responded. I don't know, for some weird reason, some of those letters have found their way into the public domain. I wrote a few letters saying, hey, could you halt on the sale of these containers? Blah. I quite remember, I don't think I got any response on that. Strongly, the containers are at the port.
The containers are at the port.
And they are within the control of, because before I finish that statement, there are only 2 entities that have control of those containers. Let's bear in mind that the minister went into the port, a restricted area. Containers have a formula as to how they leave the port. This conversation would have been different if we were saying that the containers were in the custody of ECG and got lost. But that is not the conversation. The conversation is that those containers are at the port. So they are in the custody of GPHA and Ghana Customs. So it begs the question as to, yes, ECG hasn't paid its duties. Fine. Yes. So why auction a container belonging to ECG without knowledge to ECG? Because in my candid opinion, that's the only way a container can leave the port. A container is not like a piece of paper that you fold and throw away. True. For international supply chain logistics, a container has a unique number. Now, let me draw you to the committee's work, because that is where I want us to draw inference from. The committee said 1,346 containers are missing. How are they missing? There are processes at the port
Let's go through those processes. Have we spoken to the shipping lines? Have we visited the other terminals? Have we gone through the right channel? Because listen, the last I knew, before I left, were that containers were auctioned. We didn't write to GRA to complain about those containers being auctioned. Containers were auctioned with the content of the containers. Yes. Well. Yes. ECG containers. Yes. Were auctioned. By who? It would be by the GRA, because when it goes to an unclaimed sector of the port, it's still within the jurisdiction of the Ghana Revenue Authority, the Customs Division. Okay. The misplaced containers, that's a wrongdoing. It's not by who proper procedure. Who misplaced it? I think we should be answering those questions. It was with the custody of the what? Ghana Customs and in the custody of Ghana ports. But so if they are over time, you import containers with content and they are misplaced, and as an MD, you don't get concerned about it. How do you expect me to also believe? So from what you are saying, you are not part of the entire syndicate. If that's the case, so be it. It will come out in the forensic audit. If that's the case, so be it. Let the record show that Dubik was part of the syndicate. If that is what we are looking for, let's look for it. What would be Dubik's aim to be part of a syndicate to take containers out? Do I live in a container house? Well, are my homes? If you have come to my home and it was built with containers, yes, you can say something like that.
Samuel Dubik Mahama, former managing director, the Electricity Company of Ghana, missing containers and 170B. No, so Ochim. Honorable Timothy.
Yes, winning.
I won't tell him.
John Mama said that this country was criminally governed, and the sins are obscene. A bone. Every institution under the MPP has been run down through stealing, through recklessness, through preference. It's not just ECG. Every institution, from VRA, from Greco, from you name them. In this country has been criminally managed. This is the issue. It's so painful that a former managing director who should be helping unravel the mystery now is surrounding containers. When the issue came, what were the MPPs trying to tell us? They were trying to say that, it was during NDC time we are containers. Are we serious in this country? You think people, a man for Kromano, we are just gullible until be around our social media. Now, because you can't say 500 excavators are flying to you. It is time for you to equalize to say that the containers have been 3 months in Drury. Now, do big see the minister went to a restricted area. The big should give us a break. This is a cabinet minister who has been authorized by the president to execute a job in the name of the people of this country. And justice emanates from the people. Nowhere under this government that is restricted when the state of the nation is involved. When you are representing the president, who is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, who by the constitution can even give can call a case that is before the court a nulli prosequi. Can decide not to go. So there's nothing like a restricted area for a cabinet member of parliament who is executing this and trying to unravel crime that has been committed. It's so painful. Look at the genesis of the matter. Or say, how can the containers go? We're not talking about containers. It's not containers we are talking about. No one needs container. We're talking about the content of the container. That should give us a break.
Consignment.
Who needs a container? If you don't live in a container house, so be it. But that's not. If you are living on the sea, it's your sea you are living on. So when we are talking, it's not container. It's the content at the core of yemuno and only a. And people must know, and the big must know that there's no any company in Ghana, King Timio, that uses those, your friend is saying, wires, no, for, there's no any company. It's like a customized item. It is only ECG that would import those items. And there, your honors, into some items, no, our warehouse, and one they call honomo. VRA will not import that. They don't need it. MPA will not import that. Minister of Health will not import that. Minister of Education agree because they don't need them. It's not their out of work. It is in Ghana. It means you gave the authorization for its importation. And yet no. And yet lorry ties. Now I can say lorry ties. The car, every institution can import car ties. It's not cement. Cables and meters. That cables, no. It is only ECG. Nothing and nothing at all. People should get this thing straight. It's not water. So they say that any company can import water. No. You can't do that to the people of this country. Even drugs, pharmacies import. But electricity cables, it's only ECG that can do. And it is imported in your name. If a private man will not import those transmission cables. So you see, Ningina, it was an issue of almost time now, because more the Ghanaians taxpayers money nobody. You import at a high cost. More the bar, no more jam or demurrage. What a team. The company, the clearing agent, and a clearing company now, the mom someone clear about 1,000 something containers, no kai over 1,000 containers. One container, clear, they will pay the clearing agent 160,000. Ghana cities, one container. Multiply that by 1,000 containers. Does it mean you had that money? That's can wo and a man found clear and a mama demorage a chi. But what the private man is on clear there, and sharp. One crown is agent. Then I don't even want to go there. But some can say, they don't have money to clear. Yes, sir. But only private man, the only sika and the clear. And a container of comedy clear 160,000. Who clears a container? 1,000 apart. So it is a grand scheme. A group of people to loot, and that is what has been happening since 2019. Every regime abako, Rollins abako, Kufu abako, Mills abako, Mama, and yet they only under you from 2019 that you could get containers up to this number gone, and the content has been removed. Yakohuna in video, you still want to deny even the video pictures. That we video these things at your friend said warehouse, a smelting firm. Normally they are aluminium bars. They will send it back to their place. Then they will China. No matter how cable, not send their back. Now I thought near Santoa Momo in that circle. When villages in my constituency in Bursa North, Bursa South, all over this country, near electricity. Not just a few people. Cheap. When you are selling to the Chinese, what kind of Chinese, send or dream. How would the Chinese man look at you? The Chinese man will say, these people, they're a bunch of useless people. Because you import the things from us, you bring it to us, we melt it, we send it back. Now they are copier. They are sending a bit tonga mamo. And it can only happen under MPP, under the criminally managed government, man-ban and Bawumia in this country. Who could have done that? That's our banners and mobile boy. Should Afenyo Markin Saraka of Parliament, and you Afenyo Markin, you were a board member, and you see you don't board chairman. The Casa Putin says Onimadi, and I don't know how to find him there now to save the people of this country for this recklessness.
Crowd or saw your sign.
Whatever he calls himself. Yes. What was that? I think the issue about the containers. The minister for your friend is saying energy or car on the floor of Parliament that yes, this is what, but he's going to follow to ensure. So Obia Onimubi, Obia Odi line where you bet you count for it. People must stop it. We must stop it because when you look at it, it's not just electricity company. They owe in billions, about 80 billion. Now, yes, we are. Now, the bills, I bet two consumer now, all the time. That's what they do. So now, yeah, they've been exposed and they cannot run away. You can run, but you cannot hide. The big should rather be interested. So, what can I say? When you're part of it, and there's also you say, hey, Sana Mohuna man for Nema way no Gumechi. And I say, will lead because you can trace.
As you defend it,
I don't know why they want to defend.
Maybe on the custom nice or the good GRE.
Or the good GRE. No. That is your item. And I know, says Hankrofon, they cannot auction without telling you that they want to auction your item. So Jimmy Car, you cannot start auctioning.
Just say, Nikasa be auction say, or say some more or trail letter call say, moon to me, Yanisa.
Because it's not just that, even national security will be the the national security agents there will be the last people on the clearance and walk over.
I want to be fair on call size.
For customs, for GP, for GRA, and yeah, then the national security clear over there in the coin. All of them know. And no one could have gone to sell ECG apart from ECG in Crawford paying for no more. And that is what they've done over the years. Yeah, Chiomo, Omuntimin Kashi, and I support the minister all of it, including Ghanaians. Shaya Meka say me, Mamun, a man for Mamun Jinsa, yeah, Kasani Nimyan, you know. Look, go when you take trotro, take taxi, now Tinama, Nama cables are you in Basro Namon Kasa, Namuhunu. And that is what, and sometimes on by shedder, no more import substandard items for electricity transmission in this country has been creating problems. Customers are complaining that these meters will control light when out the shema 3 days now, sir. So how didn't Ghana Standard Authority? Ghana Standard is supposed to certify all those items before they have. Didn't they go through the process of certification? Then you go and buy substandard meters, substandard transformers, cables, and bring into this country. Then they are giving us trouble, and that is a country. Yes, yeah. And you call him on this platform. I've said it several times. I said, Mr. Brofono, colonial government did not destroy Ghana the way the MPP has destroyed Ghana. They've destroyed more than triple what the colonial government did.
Some crowd almost
Ghana for Ghana for winning election 8 years now. Destroy the whole country more than the colonial government that came to this country. That's the record of the MPP. So they should be helping us to resolve the matter than to be playing smart. You know, for me, the Chinese people who are involved, and all those who bought those things, they should give accurate information. So there are serial numbers will follow, but yes, they shouldn't come to tell us that it's witch hunting, because witch is in tongue cables. Which is in electricity, do you wish not acquire electricity, Juma?
I then acquire which hand.
But that has been the narration now, but we are not going to agree to that. Which is being Juma electricity, and which is doesn't import items, which is does not count money. There wouldn't be baby or Juma or ECG. Into all those who are involved in that must be prepared to face the law.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciates your time, and once again say God bless you for the good work you are doing and continue to do for us. Thank you. And to all our newcomers, we plead with you to subscribe to the channel for more videos, like and also share to other members to watch us well. Thank you for doing that for us. God bless you.
PENDREAM TV now so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.